But like the brother from the Eternal Garden was talking about how I've been dealing with this a lot with the people that, you know, I know. The generation that believes they're awake because they look up to the all-seeing eye. You know what I mean? The all-seeing, it's like, that is, they're looking up to the all-seeing eye and they're looking at it as if they are,
Gods and goddesses.
yeah.
You can say it if you. Hey, I'll say it for you. Hey, y'all can send the smoke this way. I'll be
It's
waiting.
like we're image bearers of God. We can create. We have rational minds. We aren't God. We aren't the God. It's like, it's very like, they we're not gods. You know what I mean? We are not God. You know what I mean? And our generation right now has been falling deep into this ideology. Um, you know, there's truth to it, but not in the sense that I've seen it manifested. And I think that
It's
very dangerous.
dangerous.
So
It's very dangerous. Yes, you hit the nail on the head with that one because it's you are a part of the Most High. You're just having an experience, but don't get it twisted. There's only one. That's it, and you're under His fellowship. It's like you said, everything, even a nuclear family, the Most High, Jesus, man, woman, children. It's like that for a reason, and it if one piece is missing, it falls. The pillar falls. Now I do agree. I think that in some cases, people are coming to an understanding of self through that type of terminology, but I don't think it's being delivered well. I think it's getting to the point to where that people are just like they just it's like they're trying to remove God in a sense,
yeah,
or discard a bit because they. I'm trying to find a way to put it into words, but it's dangerous with how it's being delivered. I think it could be delivered in a better way, and the foundation that is just starting with self, and then you can slowly work your way up the hierarchical ladder.
exactly. I mean, it's mass individualism with this strong sense of I am creator of my own reality, and by being the creator of my own reality, I also create the principles that govern my reality. Which
That
that's you cannot live outside of the principles of the hierarchy. So basically, you're fragmenting with multiple communities of and believing that they're creating the principles that govern their little communities. The whole time you're still under the watch of the Most High, and it's
mm-hmm.
just and he's still in rule, and the principles that govern our reality are still in rule, no matter what this clump of community believes, and this clump of community, and this God, and this God. You know what I mean? I don't,
Yes.
which the Most High said to do. I don't do that which the Most High said to do. I do this which He said don't do. You know what I mean? It's principles that we have to realize are still at play, and that is the thing that we need to reestablish within our communities and refocus on and reprioritize in order to straighten things out, you know. And it's a long journey, but I think that that's what it is. And conversations like this are great to help start those kind of conversations. You know?
Yes, I did this. I know we're getting towards the end of it because we've hit an hour, but I'll say this last thing. I've noticed that within communities because I find myself bouncing in and out of communities as well. It's like, okay, well, these people seem somewhat genuine. Let me use my spirit of discernment, if you will, to find out what's going on here. And I'm I observe things naturally. And what I've come to find is that within these small little communities, there's always one person that quote unquote started it, or that's like the end all be all to this little sector. And I just find myself questioning, like, who died and made this motherfucker king? Like,
Right.
like who, when was he or she anointed God? Like, I'm trying to understand. It doesn't. It just didn't sit right with me. And the entire time I spent the sermon, it's like you need to watch out for the shit. The same people that say that they love you and that you welcome in. If you don't move according to their, aka man's way of thinking, they remove you out of the tribe. It's like, y'all boys is slick with the marketing. I'll give you that. You really good with the marketing, but on the outside looking in, man, or being on the inside, y'all got some work to do. You got some work to
Yeah.
do.
And that's the inevitability of religion within human behavior. But that's another conversation. That'll take forever. I'll send you some videos on that. But we
Yes.
definitely soon, man. And this was great, man. I think that this conversation was really tight, man.